Hi everyone, welcome to Stephanie dCH Yoga. I'm Stephanie and today we have a yoga for compassion sequence. So this is quite a strong practice, so take it easy. Only do what you're comfortable with. We're going to start using like a homemade bolster. So I'm using a rolled up blanket here. As you're about to see, when I lie down my head is not supported, so you need to make sure your head is supported. So make sure you get yourself more cushions, anything that allows you to lie along your cushions and blankets with your bum on the floor, neck supported, head supported. You can either have your knees together and your feet a little wider, or legs straight out, whichever feels better. And then we're going to make sure we've got our arms, our hands facing up. So the insides of my arms, the insides of my elbows are facing the ceiling. Close your eyes if you're comfortable with that. And let's just start to focus in on our breath. Let's start to bring our hands to the belly and feel that breath going down into the abdomen. So, we're going to start doing 3 parts breath. First of all, you breathe into the belly, then you breathe into the ribs, and then the chest. You then breathe out of the chest, out of the ribs, and out of the belly. So think of it like you're filling up a glass that is marked in 3 parts. You fill up the bottom, then the middle, and then the top till you're completely full of breath. And then you pour it back out from the top to the bottom. If you can, in a nice, smooth, even breath. And if this feels too much and you're not used to doing this breath and that's confusing or making you anxious or anything, just stick to the belly breathing. No problem. So let's take a few more rounds of those 3 parts breaths, or the belly breath. And we're lying here in a supported fish pose, which is naturally, let's do one more round of breath, which is naturally opening out the chest, opening the shoulders, giving you a little back bend, opening the heart. So, bend the knees. Let's roll off our little bolster. You're going to come all the way up, move your blankets and things out of the way. Nice work. And we're going to come to our belly now. We're going to make our way down to a Sphinx pose. So you're lying flat on the belly with the elbows down on the ground. Fingers are nice and gripped down into the ground. Feel the breath pressing in, feel the breath making the belly press into the ground. So this compassionate yoga today is all about opening the chest, opening your heart space, being loving to yourself. Let's take it a little higher by bringing yourself into a baby cobra. So you've got your hands down, but they're not pressing into the floor, they're just resting. Feet pressed down into the ground, looking forward. Elbows pull back. Really strong. Lovely. Coming back to your Sphinx pose. We're then going to bring the right arm a little bit forward, turn the fingertips in towards the left hand. We're going to rock onto our side, so we're up on our right hip. We're going to bring the top leg, so that will be your left leg, keeping it straight. Bring the toes up towards your head along the floor. Reach back and see if you can grab hold of that left foot, top of the foot. Have a peek at me if you don't know what I mean. Then you can, if it feels okay to do so, extend your bottom arm along the ground. Maybe rest your head on your arm, and we're in cat pulling tail pose. So whilst you're down, you're gently pulling that bottom leg in towards your bum, and you're trying to reach the top leg, the left leg. The toes are coming up towards your face, getting a nice stretch. Let's gently come up, bring the legs back so that you end up chilling on your right hip again, and then let's rock back into a Sphinx pose. Take a breath or two here, rearrange, press down through the elbows, and then let's bring the left arm forward, bring the elbow bent, roll onto your left hip, bringing the right leg now, the top leg, up towards your nose, reaching back, grabbing the bottom leg, top of the left foot. Maybe slide the arm down along the ground, maybe rest the head on the inside of your arm. Keep on working to bring that top leg, the toes of that top leg, up towards your nose. Or in my case, you can see, so my toes would be going up towards that plant. That's the direction. So it's not completely restorative, this one. We're trying to really use our core to stretch the legs. Beautiful. Let's gently release the feet. We're going to bring one ankle on top of the other. Come up to that side lying position again. Roll onto the belly for Sphinx. Rearrange yourself. Then we're going to bring the fingers, the hands a little bit wider, and we're going to come to a seal pose. So we then press into the heels of the hands, straightening through the arms, and this can be wherever feels good. So the closer your hands are to the body, the bigger the bend in your back. So just be careful, listen to your body. So if you want to bring your hands really far away and just have a little back bend, do that. My hands are fairly close to me here for reference. My arms are a teeny little bit bent to ensure that I'm not locking in my elbows. Lovely, let's bring that down. We're going to bring ourselves up now to all fours. Now I'm going to turn to face you so you can see what I mean. But after I've sorted out my mat. So, coming to an all fours position, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Take that right foot out behind, kick through the heel, then avoiding any obstacles like plants and pets and things. We're going to bring that right leg out to the side. Exhale it down. Inhale, let's take a cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Toes are facing forwards. Toes and right toes and fingertips are facing forwards. Take a few rounds of cat-cow here. Not only getting a nice spinal stretch, but also opening up that right hip a little bit. Let's turn the right toes out to the side now. Walk the hands up towards you, coming up to a gate pose. Open out that right leg. Take the arms out to the sides. On an exhale, let's tip over to the left hand side. Left fingertips or left palm comes down to the floor. You can either keep your right hand on your hip or up overhead, or perhaps, like I am now, reaching it so that there's a long line between my right fingertips and my right toes. Breathing here. Let's inhale, come all the way back up. Turn those toes forward, dive forwards. Inhale, pick that right leg up, circle it round, exhale it down. Inhale, pick up the left leg, kick out, circle it round, hover it for a sec, and exhale it down. Toes facing forward, let's take some cat-cows here. Gate pose legs. Take it as slow as you like. Move with your breath. Don't worry if you fall out of time with me. It's no problem. Lovely. Walk the hands back up towards you. Open those left toes. Open the left hip. Bring the arms out to the side. Inhale. And then exhale to tilt over to your right. Either keep that hand, that top arm on the waist, or reach it up tall, looking up towards that arm. Or perhaps taking it like I am, over past my ear so that there's a long line between my hand and my foot. Breathing here, letting your left hand side open up. Beautiful. Inhale, let's come all the way up again. Exhale, dive forward, bring the toes to face forward, those left toes. Inhale, pick up that foot. Exhale, circle it round to the back, putting it down. I'm turning back round. You can stay where you are. Going to come to a downward facing dog. So from all fours, walk the palms forward, sit the weight back, lifting the hips up towards the sky, pedal the feet, shake the head, find your breath. So remember, this is a compassionate flow today. Inhale the right leg high. Pop the right hip on top of the left. Bend the knee. The knee coming up towards the ceiling. The heel coming towards your bum. Look under your right shoulder. And then let's come back, downward facing dog. Taking it to the other side. Inhale, left leg high. Three-legged dog with a hip opener here. Beautiful. Inhale the left leg high. Exhaling it down. Inhale right leg high. This time let's bring the right leg up. Right foot between the hands. And we're going to pivot on that back foot, rise up, warrior two. So moving with love today. If you need a rest, listen to that. Flip the front palm, reach forwards, up and back, peaceful warrior. Beautiful. Coming back, warrior two. Making your way to extended side angle. So your right forearm comes to your right thigh, looking up towards that top arm. Bring the top arm round and down. Let's come back to warrior two. Exhale, take it down to three-legged dog. And then a downward dog. Then inhaling left leg high. So we're moving quite quickly today. Take care. Bringing your left leg through between your arms. Let's rise up, warrior two. Arms reaching out to the sides, looking along that front arm, that left arm. Sinking down into the hips. Reach the left fingers forward, up and back. Peaceful warrior, looking up. Beautiful. Coming back, downward, warrior two. Getting ahead of myself. Bring your left forearm to your left thigh. Reach up and over past your ear with the top arm. Extended side angle. Tip back up, warrior two. Exhale it down to your lunge. This time let's step up, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, and inhale, let's come all the way up. Exhale, hands down to your heart. Take a minute, take a few breaths. Really nice. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale it down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Step the right foot back. Look forwards, open the chest. Plant the palms, step it back, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Rock the weight forward. Inhale. Exhale to lower the knees, chest and chin. Glide through baby cobra, looking forwards. Exhale, tip the weight back, coming to a downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale it through between the hands. Look forward. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And inhale, let's come all the way up, reaching tall. Exhale, hands down to the heart. Carrying on really strong. Inhale, tall. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Stepping both legs back, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, bring the right knee towards the left elbow. Place the outside edge of the right foot on the floor. Extend that leg away from you. Fallen star pose. So this is new to you. Have a little pause of the video, peek at me to find the shape. Hips lift high. And then let's exhale, bring that top arm down. Inhale, right leg all the way back up, three-legged dog. Exhale it down, downward dog. Tip the weight forwards. Inhale to plank. Exhale, coming through. Inhaling up to your cobra. Exhale, back to downward dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Pushing that left leg away from you. Reaching the top arm, the right arm up. My shoulder is over my wrist of that supporting arm. My hips are coming high. I'm looking up. Lovely. Let's inhale, take that bottom leg all the way back up, three-legged dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look forwards. Coming back up to a forward fold. Inhaling to lift halfway. Exhaling to fold again. And inhaling to come all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, coming up, really strong. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Step back, downward dog. Take a couple of breaths. No toxic thoughts. Tell yourself you're awesome. Tell yourself you love yourself. Moving with love. If you need a break, come to a child's pose at any point. But for now, we're going to take a little side plank practice. We're going to come forwards into a plank. We're then going to bring the right hand and the right foot into the midline. It's basically a little closer towards the left. I'm going to tip onto the side. Now you have an option here to bring that knee down, that bottom knee, if this is too much. Otherwise, we're coming up to our side plank. We've then got the option of coming to a wild thing variation. So we bring that left leg behind, bringing our hips and our chest reaching up towards the ceiling. Little back bend, big back bend. Tipping back, side plank, coming back to your regular plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Take a moment. You can do it really strong. Let's come forward to a plank. Bring the left hand and left foot into the midline. Tip onto the outside edge of that left foot. You can bring that left knee down underneath if you want for a slightly easier option. Otherwise, we're in side plank. Then you have the option of taking that top leg, that right leg behind, putting the foot down, hips going high. Again, if this is new to you, this wild thing pose, have a little peek at me to look at the vague shape. Take care. And then let's inhale back to our plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Look forwards. Bring the feet forwards, forward fold. Hang out for a minute and then inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reaching tall. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale to fold. Step the feet back. And now we're going to bring the feet a little closer towards our hands so that we can take a twist in our downward dog. So take your right arm to grab the outside edge of your left leg. Look under your left shoulder. Beautiful. Inhale back to downward dog and exhale to twist to the other side, so left hand to the outside of the right ankle or shin. Beautiful. So we're starting to cool down now with some twists. Back to down dog, and then let's lower down to all fours. Widen the knees, toes touch, hands are a little further forward than shoulders. Inhale the right arm high, and let's take that right arm through and under so your shoulder and side of your head rest on the floor. You can take that left arm now over past your ear, reaching forwards. That's one option. You can leave it where it is if you like. Breathe. Lovely. Bring that left hand back next to your face. Press into it to bring the right arm all the way up. Exhale it down. Inhale left arm high. Exhale left arm all the way under, so you've got both shoulders, your left shoulder on the floor. Bring that right arm up over past your ear, reaching forwards. Beautiful, nice twist. Starting to cool the body down. So continue. If you get any thoughts of inadequacy or, I can't do this, continue to move with love. Let's inhale, bring that left arm back up the way it came. Exhale it down. Let's sit back for a well-earned child's pose. Beautiful. Let's take a few breaths. So have a little reflect here. How have you spoken to yourself today while you've been on your mat? Has it been kind? Could you be kinder to yourself, perhaps? So this was a challenging sequence, quite quick moving. How did you respond to that in your mind? Let's look forwards and come up. We're going to make our way onto our bum to sit. Take the legs wide. So again, you can bring back that pillow or cushion to sit on if you want to lift your hips. I'd recommend you do that if you feel like you're falling backwards. When you're ready, let's inhale, sit up tall. We're going to take the right arm up on an inhale. Exhale, twist. So bringing the hand to the outside of the left leg. Let's then bring the left arm up and come into a side stretch on your exhale. You bring the bottom elbow now into the inside of your right leg and come over, keeping those ribs rotating up towards the ceiling. So I'm not folding forward, I'm going sideways. So if you're coming forwards, you need to come up a little bit and try and journey sideways instead. So that arm on the inside of the leg really helps to keep you rotated. Beautiful. Inhale, let's tip back up. Exhale there. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left arm. I'm getting my arms and legs confused today. So we're taking that left arm to the outside of the right hip. We're then going to reach over for that nice side stretch. Putting that left elbow to the inside of the left leg. Reaching sideways. Remember, this isn't a forward fold. This is a side stretch. Keeping those toes nice and flexed. Don't forget about any part of the body. Try and include everything in your awareness. Beautiful. Inhale, let's come up. Exhale there. Letting it go, wiggle the legs. We're going to make our way down to lie down now. So if you want your pillows, blankets, jumpers, whatever, grab them now. We're then going to bring ourselves onto the ground, knees bent. When you're ready, let's take the arms out to the side, bring the knees up and onto the chest. Inhale, exhale. Taking the left side. So let's take the legs over to the left. Look along that right arm. You can hold the legs down gently with that left arm if that helps to keep them in place. Now keep breathing. Come back to that breath. If you've kind of lost your way with it during this fast moving practice, come back to it now. Inhale, let's come back to center, and exhale the legs over to the right. Look along the left arm if it feels good. Holding onto the knees with the right hand if you want to. Twisting it all out. Lots of heart openers today to get us, get our hearts shining a little more brightly, hopefully, after this practice, giving you a bit more energy, hopefully giving yourself a bit more love. Beautiful. Let's bring the knees back up onto the chest. Hold around the shins. Exhale to bring your nose up towards your knees, rounding into a little ball. And then let's take just the right leg into the hands. Extend the left leg along the floor. Stretch it out. Breathing deeply here. Starting to maybe use a bit of imagination, bringing a bit of color and energy into the heart space. Inhale deeply and then exhale. Let's round into a ball, bringing both legs in. And then let's take it to the other side with that wind relieving pose, with the left knee in and the right leg extended out. Gently hugging that shin up towards your chest. Beautiful. Giving yourself one more little hug. Inhale, then exhale to bring the nose towards the knees. And then we're going to make our way to a Shavasana. So I'm going to leave you in your Shavasana for as long as you like, but I'm just going to leave you with a little mantra. May I be happy. May I be safe. May I be free of suffering. May I find peace and meaning in this life. May I be happy. One more time. May I be happy. May I be safe and free of suffering. May I find peace and meaning in this life. May I be happy. Have a beautiful rest of your day. I'll leave you here in Shavasana. Namaste. Loads of love to you. And take care.